Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Now I think I see a little check. I see Facebook and YouTube.
There. I see it now as well. Your Facebook and your YouTube are live. So that's
this is quite worrying. I may have to actually pay the $50 a month for a paid account so I can stream to all 3 of my platforms or more. So, all right. So yeah, sorry guys for those of you on my channels, in the Facebook group and on our YouTube channel for Listening Chair. Sorry about that. We've this is the HiFi Mafia, and we're here and we're talking about a variety of audiophile related topics and a little bit of Bitcoin, and we're just kind of going over what's going on with Vivid, who dropped this $465,000 Moya M1 speaker, which we were just showing some shots that Lawrence Dickey, the designer, and Ewald Verkerk, the distributor, sent from a show in China yesterday. They sent. I was talking to those guys this morning. They sent over some shots. Giles, do you want to put up a couple more of the shots from the show?
Yeah, I'll get through those here in just a second.
Are those aluminum drivers even for the tweeters?
So the tweeters typically, Vivid does use aluminum. There is an aluminum backing, but then it has the synthetic diamond on top, the synthetic black diamond on the tweeter and the upper mid-range dome style driver.
Carbon fiber diamond cover. Yeah.
And it's pretty cool that the aluminum also has some back end carbon fiber rings that go on the back that also change the breakup frequencies.
That's awesome.
And it wears polka dotted underwear.
They're saying it's lighter and more rigid than the what is this stuff?
Than pure diamond.
Uses? No, the Foucault uses.
Than beryllium?
Yeah. That's what they were saying.
They moved away from beryllium to this carbon fiber diamond, mix that they have that's supposed to be, not as expensive. Beryllium's very, very expensive to produce. Mm-hmm. And the other thing that struck me about these speakers is that, and this is very, very surprising to me, is that the sensitivity is 93.
That's pretty high for a speaker that size.
Yeah. So my curiosity is, what kind of amp do we need to drive these things? And
some 3060s from Boulder. You're good. If you have 400 grand for these, you have 160 for the amps.
You might need a much less powerful amplifier. Lawrence, who, like I said, designed these speakers, he was totally up for coming onto the stream. It's just 4 a.m. there in China right now, and they're kind of getting their rest because they've had a pretty busy day at the show and travel and all that kind of stuff. But I'd like to bring both those guys onto one of our monthly streams where we actually have guests on and have them talk a little bit about the speaker and other stuff that's going on.
Yeah,
most definitely.
We if anybody has questions, please drop those in the chat. Supernova is here with us, along with Siphonics is here, and then, as noted before, Larry is up in the crowd as well. So if you have any thoughts or questions around these speakers or anything else in general, feel free to drop that in, and we will bestow upon you our collective wisdom of the ages.
Absolutely, on any topic whatsoever.
Collective wisdom of the ages could be yours.
Yes.
Let's see another picture.
Daniel's 20 years, right? Daniel, how old are you, man?
I'm 23.
23. All right, so you get 23 years of wisdom from Daniel, and
nothing basically
over 60 years of wisdom. So there you go.
Average you guys up, you're like 32 years old.
32 collective years of wisdom.
40 years old even.
Yeah, so it looks like really quite a reception they've gotten over there in China for these speakers with Lin. And I was I don't know why, I was just a little surprised to see them pairing up with Lin. I really don't know why I was surprised, but I just make great stuff. And I guess I kind of think about Lin as not a closed ecosystem, but a lot of times you see, like, Lin likes to show their stuff with Lin speakers, with a Lin turntable and a Lin DAC. So whenever I see them with someone else's stuff, it's just a little weird. I don't know who the gentlemen up on stage are. I assume it's because I don't see Lawrence in those photos, and I don't see Ewald, the distributor there. I assume it's somebody, the distributors from the Far East, or a retailer or somebody like that. But it looks like they got a great reception.
Yeah, I wonder if these are going to be at the Malaysia show. because they could just drive them down for that.
When is that again?
What's that?
When is that again?
It's the end of April, so it comes after Expona.
Right. Gosh, there's so many shows, man.
Hey, when is Munich happening?
May.
Probably May.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be there, I think.
It should
Most likely. They're based in the Netherlands, so
it's close.
Oh,
yeah, relatively close.
Maybe that's why they're not going to show them that. Maybe because they're going to show the Moya
in Munich. Yeah,
Munich, yeah. Probably expensive to carry around and stuff. And feature.
For sure.
Yeah, so definitely something to keep your eyes open for on this speaker. It's looking pretty impressive. Anything that comes from Lawrence Dickey needs to be taken seriously, and we'll see how it looks and we'll see how it sounds.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about where we're each going to be throughout the year and what we have coming up on our agendas for shows. And Howard, maybe you want to start. Let us know what the listening chair is going to be doing.
Yeah, so right now we're actually at Southwest Audio Fest. I know it doesn't look like I'm at Southwest Audio Fest because I'm not, but we have Chris Noble there, and he's been live blogging into the Facebook group. Again, the listening chair with Howard Neller on Facebook is our group. And so we're there. And then the next stop after that is going to be Expana, where all four of us are going to be. And we're going to, like I said, reunite. We're going to break some bread and hang out again and have a great time. I remember when Daniel walked up to me at the show and said, "Excuse me, are you Howard Neller?" And I said, "Yes."
I think it was me, not I don't think it was Daniel. I think it was me.
Yeah. I didn't recognize you because you had a younger photo of yourself.
Well,
I don't think that's him, right?
I'm getting to that. So then Ray goes, "Guys, it's him. Guys, it's him." And then they come running over. And then Daniel looks at me and says, "Man, you look a lot older than you did on your Instagram photo." I said, "Yeah."
Sorry, my honesty, man.
Yeah, man, it's all good. I'll get you back. It's okay, no problem. So we'll be at Expana, and we're going to have full video coverage and live blogging into the group. And also, I just wanted to mention that we're just starting this room. I moved recently out of the big city, out of New York. And Charles, maybe you could, if you don't mind, pulling up really quick the photo. We have like a preliminary mock-up. Got some new ones in this morning I need to look at, but we have a preliminary mock-up of what my room's going to look like. We're building a state-of-the-art listening room. It's going to be fantastic. We got a bunch of great partners on the project, and we're going to make a series of videos on the listening chair, basically from the very beginning of the electricals from the pole into the room. It's going to be a floating room with an isolation transformer from Taurus, and it's going to be in a Faraday cage, and it's going to be real state-of-the-art. Now, you got that photo, Charles?
Yeah, you have to get us.
You gotta fly us over to listen to that room, man.
Yeah.
We have just present again. Is that what I need to do? Oh, there you go.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Howard's all like, "Get my shit up there right now, damn it! Hurry up!"
So it's gonna be a great video series. Absolutely, that's
for sure. I'm excited.
Yeah, on my stream earlier in the week, Dave was on in the audience, and he was mentioning that he was working with you on building this out.
Oh, well, that's the thing. So talk about it, Expana. We're going to be giving a presentation, I think on Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning, with one of the presenters, and I'm going to have on there Dave Malikpour, who's the room designer, and one of the guys from Jokavi Acoustics, who was responsible for those cool looking room treatments you see in the photo. Actually, the diffuser in the back is going to open up. It's going to be on rails. It's going to open up, and it's going to be a very large screen TV behind those. So that's going to be really cool. And then we're going to also have Mike's partner, Dave's partner, Mike, is going to be on there also. And so we're going to talk about at Expana at this presentation what it's like. I'm like the client in this because these guys are kind of working for me on this. And what it's like to build this room from start to finish. And that's what the video series is going to be also. Right now, it's just an empty, huge garage, basically. We're going to turn that.
Wait, how much is that chair? Isn't that chair like $8,000 or something?
Okay, so here's the thing on the chair. That's really a preliminary mock-up. Now,
that's the IKEA version.
No,
it's a rendering. It's a rendering.
Not gonna. I mean, the gear. This is really an early mock-up. They threw any gear in there. My system does not look like that. I'm hoping to have the YG flagship speaker in there, so that's accurate. But the chair is not going to be that chair, because that chair is not good. It's comfortable, it looks cool, but it's not good for sound quality. And
yeah, because it closes around your ears, right?
All that, and it's very low.
Yeah.
So it's not an ideal place for your drivers as far as your ears are. But there's some decent ones you can get for $3-4 grand. Not as good as the arms chair, at all, the real McCoy. But yeah, that's an expensive chair, and I'd love to have that chair, but I'm not going to have it because it's just not great for sound quality.
Yeah.
So
I like that lamp they have in there, though.
Yeah, the lamp is fire.
Yeah.
I like the lamp.
Yeah. I got a new set of. There's just one I have like about. Well, we have a design of the room. We have a whole kind of like acoustical measurements of the room they sent over. That's all mapped out, and the structure of the room, and building plans and stuff. And then there's these mock-ups. This is probably one of 10 photos. I just kind of sent it over, and it's going to change. I mean, it's going to change. And I think in one of the other photos they have like cabinets on the sides, and I'm like, no cabinets on the sides. If we have cabinets for records, it's going to be built into the wall. It can't be protruding out from the wall. That's going to screw things up. But we're making this video series from beginning to end, and building a room is really a dark art, because you can spend a lot of money and you can put a lot of time into building a room, and it can sound like crap, and you can follow the golden ratio, and it just chances are it's probably not going to sound very, very good. In some rooms accidentally sound pretty good, but hopefully with all the experience that we have in this room between Jarkavi Acoustics and Manipur Designs, everybody else who's kind of weighing in from the industry, this is going to really be a great sounding room. And I told them, I don't want it just to look good. Like the guiding principle here is that form follows function. This needs to be an F1 racetrack. And if we have to make something look not quite as good to make it sound better, then that's what I want. I want a place where you go in there and you're just blown away. And it should be a great place where I'll be able to review super high-end gear. It's not a lot of people who are set up to review the Vivid speakers. The M1 Goyas and the Moyas, actually. And so I'll be able to review speakers like that in this room. They're going to have to send 2 or 3 bulky guys to help me get the speakers set up, but I'll be set up.
Hopefully it's on the ground floor. It's like, I built it in the basement. They're like, we cannot send you speakers.
It is. Well, the problem is, so what I'm building actually is an experience center at the house. We're going to have 5 or 6 stereo systems of all price points, and we're right on the beach, so you can hang out, you can go in the back, you can go sailing, you can go 4-wheel driving on the beach, you can barbecue. And I just had an outdoor pool table delivered. So I figured I'd throw the guy $30, $40, $50, the guys to bring it out onto my back porch, which is not easy, my back deck, which is not easy to get to. And these guys are like, no way, we're not dealing with this. We don't want to damage it. It's going to take us an hour to do this. So I have this 400, 500-pound outdoor pool table sitting in my garage. It's going to be my listening room, and very little way to move it. It's very awkward and to get it around. So I'm going to have like a party and have like 6 guys come over, and we're going to have to lift it and we have to move it around. But it's going to be a place to come, play pool on the water, drink whiskey, smoke cigars, go into the room, hang out, listen to music. It's going to be good.
Cool.
Sure.
So
what
Dan,
about you, Giles?
No, Dan, you first. Tell us what you got coming up. Yeah.
All right, so we got Expona. Really excited. Me and Ray, we already got the rooms dialed in to what we're going to visit, how much time we're going to spend. We have 15 minutes per room. And if they pay us, we're going to be there for more time, but we don't know yet. And we got the show, obviously. I'm one of their ambassadors. I hope Giles said he's going to be there, so if you're not there, I'm going to be pissed because I missed you last year.
That's the plan right now. I should be there unless something weird happens.
And Ray is coming to the show as well in Cali.
Yeah, so, I'm gonna make it out to the show this year.
That's awesome. That's
Josh, what are you anticipating? Something weird's going to happen? Are you going to be there or not, man?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, so my son also has Civil Air Patrol encampment exactly the same dates. So, as long as nothing weird happens with that stuff, I'll be fine. But family always comes first for me. So, I have to make sure all that stuff is taken care of before I do any of these other things.
Well, we hope they'll make it because that'd be the HiFi Mafia reunited, man.
Yeah, that's the goal, right? To be there. But go ahead, Dan. So you got the Costa Mesa?
Yeah, Costa Mesa.
Yeah, the Costa Mesa show. Then you got Expona.
Yeah, that's it for now. I'm hoping to get in contact with more shows like the Florida Capital. But yeah, that I have to meet them first, and then get in talks with them. But yeah, I'm getting better at selling myself and what I do. but it takes time, and I love taking time and learning and enjoying the process, because once you're at the end, you're already done everything. It feels like there's no more purpose, you know. And I love the journey. I love meeting you guys, meeting new companies, going to the shows. It's just amazing, and it makes me the happiest person ever, to be honest.
That's awesome. Now you're doing some stuff for Kimber Cable, right?
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
you even got a T-shirt. I thought that was a Spider-Man.
No, it's Kimber, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, their shit is comfy. Their hoodies and shirts are so comfy. And yes, they sent me their select cables, the 1163, I think they're called, and they're $5,000, $120, and I love the cables. They made Ray don't believe in me, but the cables made my system sound so much airy, and I just love the cables. It made my system so much better, and now I need to upgrade my gear again. So I'm in talks with Gishelli Labs and HiFi Audio. So let's see if that goes through. But
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I don't know HiFi Audio at all. I know they exist in their gear, but I don't know them. But the Gishelli folks are always really nice, and they're really cool.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah, real down to earth, real nice, and nice fun gear. I use their stuff on the daily too. So.
Yeah, as for the cheaper deck, and they're like, oh, but there's this one, and then now the deck came out to be like $1,000. So I'm getting their upgraded deck. So I'm super excited to listen to it, because the SDG1 that I have is not that good. The song cost, because I got it because of Thomas and Stereo. But yeah, we'll see how they compare.
What was the deal with,
I love
with Ray? You're saying Ray, you believe in cables, no? I mean, as far as
Let's get it.
That's not my thing, to be honest. You know, I actually am working with Kimber though. I've got something that's going to be coming from Kimber, so we'll see if that changes that. But there is going to be something that I can only do with Kimber. So, you know, there's some behind the scenes work going on there. So it should be interesting. I'm hoping that it's going to work out the way that I'm anticipating, but we're going to find out.
Nice. Yeah, we'll be looking forward to that, man, because these days, 2024, I mean, most audiophiles, I use that really, not, you know, non-audiophiles looking in the audiophile. Most audiophiles believe cables can increase performance, and I certainly do. So.
Right on.
Yeah, it's
so
definitely the popular opinion for sure.
Yeah, before we get to Ray, and Ray, you're going to have a full segment here. I do want to call out, if anybody in the crowd has any questions, please pop those up. We were joined here in the comments by Suburban Barbecue. So welcome to the show here with us. And
what's the chair? Me too, man.
Yeah, that's the
and if it sucks, it's beautiful.
The Ames chair. And I'm live also on Instagram, but I'm not really following comments. So if folks are commenting over there, please come over to YouTube, and I can see your comments come in. But at least you can see the show on that side.
You see people from my channels coming in there or no?
Yeah, we got some folks from your channels in here. Absolutely.
Cool.
Wait, so Siphonic said something funny. He said 170K on IG should be your selling point. You wish it worked like that. Sometimes having a ton of followers doesn't mean anything, because one thing that I've been having a problem with the companies is my content, because companies don't want to send products for me to make base videos with them. They want me to talk about their product. So if you're not talking about their products, they don't want to work with you. So it doesn't matter if you get 1 million views. If you don't talk about their products and why you should buy their products, it's not a deal for them. So I've been switching my content around to satisfy them. But yeah, having a ton of followers is not a really good selling point, because I know people with way less followers, they get a lot more products, and it's because of their content. So
yeah, that's a very astute realization. I mean, it's really important to understand the differences between what the platform wants, right? What Instagram wants, and then what affiliate brands, brand partners, and that kind of stuff, what they want, right? So what might get a ton of views on Instagram is not necessarily what any brand partner wants, because those views are worthless to them. They want you to talk about it, and if you can get 1,000 of the right views, right, it's often a lot more valuable than 1 million of junk.
I know, Dan, I know you have quality viewers. I mean, there are a lot of channels or platforms that people have where they're basically like non-demographic, of non-interest. They're people from countries in South America or other Mideast where there's no distribution for the products that these companies want to sell. There's no money for the people to buy these products. They couldn't get them if they wanted to. Um, half the people or more are females or spam or pretending to be females. So I know you got a quality audience, so that makes a difference. And a lot of influencers, they may have big numbers, but like you were saying, big numbers by himself doesn't mean that much.
And that's what I've been working for too. All my 97% of my followers are male. 60% of my followers are around 45 to 60 years old. So in that buying category, and most of them are America, Europe, or like South America. Well, most of America and Europe. So that's a lot of where people buy products too. And now I've been having a surge in Japanese and Chinese markets. So that's pretty cool too, because that's where audiophile is the biggest.
Yeah.
Right on.
So
Ray, Ray, let's move on to you. What's your business?
What's the business?
What's your business?
It's more high-end stuff. It's more high-end stuff coming in. I got in with the YG crowds. YG sent me the Talus speaker that I did the review on most recently. We're going to be doing the Dyna Audio Confidence 50 soon, hopefully. That's probably going to be an after Expona or right around Expona release. I've got a secret project that I'm working on right now with another company that I can't disclose at the current time. But that's going to come out in a few weeks as well. So look forward to that. That's probably going to be about a week or two before Expona as well. And then there's just there's some SPL equipment that I've got. I've got both their stereo amp, the S800, and their mono blocks, the M1000. Then there's some stuff that's going on there with some of the Kimber cabling stuff that's going to come out, and going to be one of the most unique videos, I think, on Instagram and YouTube, and one of the ones that is partly inspired by some of the stuff that Daniel's been doing.
Cool. Well, yeah, just one thing I want to mention is, in addition to Expand and Listening Chair, we're going to be in Munich also, so look for that. That'll be cool.
And so, Ray, you'll be at Costa Mesa show.
Yes,
you'll
Costa
be at
Mesa.
Expona.
That's the two right now. I was planning to go to Capital Audio Fest or going to try to make that effort as well. I'm not sure how I want to handle that because Capital Audio Fest is happening like 2 days after the election. So I don't know if I want to be in Washington, D.C. during that time.
Yeah.
You have to go to, well, I guess you do have to kind of fly into Washington. I'm not sure if there's an airport nearby, because it's really not in Washington, right? It's outside of Washington.
Yeah.
Virginia. I'm not sure what the next closest airport is, but.
Yeah, you still have to fly in like DFW.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You find yourself locked up in a federal penitentiary. I mean, it's.
Well, as long as you don't do certain things, you'll be fine. And don't go to certain places, you'll be fine.
Don't bring your cell phone. Don't bring your cell phone because they have location tracking data, man. So that's my first rule of advice to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're always watching.
Yeah.
All right, now it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay, what's coming up? From a show perspective, what's on the schedule this year is the Costa Mesa show. I guess that's in June. Next month it'll be the Malaysia show. It'll be Expona, and then after that, I've got Cedia, which is I think in the September timeframe, and that one's here in Denver, and I love that show. It's always a good one. I wanted to go to South by Southwest, but I've never been able to make it to that one. And then wrapping back into the beginning of next year, it'll be CES again in January of 25. So
where's CES this year? Do you know?
It's in Vegas every year.
Vegas.
Yes,
that changes, right? Because it was in Texas once, and you were there.
Yeah, it was in Texas once, and I was there. But it's going to be in Denver for the next 2 or 3 or 4 years or something like that. There's I forget the contract period. And then from a content point of view, wrapping up a bunch of stuff that I'm doing for Next Level Acoustics. So I did their in-wall double 10 sub and their fusion frame soundbar for frame style television. So the ones you put on the wall and show the pictures and stuff. And then I've got their passive 18-inch sub coming in, and then their top of the line soundbar for television installations. So handling that stuff. And then I'm going to be doing 3 live streams a week. I'm a glutton for punishment. So I've got my live stream on Tuesday evenings, where I usually have a manufacturer or personality as a guest, and then we talk about stuff and other things. And Axpona was there last week, and this coming week I've got record turntables and the Northern AV show from Penang they'll have a representative. Wilson will be there. Yeah, 3. And then I haven't decided the final day for this yet, but I'm going to start doing a live unboxing every week, as long as I have stuff to unbox. And this week it'll be the KEF. Well, actually, I did a laptop unboxing earlier this week, but I'm trying to catch up with some content. So I'll be doing the KEF LSX2 LTs, I think is the model of their little powered bookshelf speaker, and I'm going to do that later this afternoon. And then I'm trying to pick a day for that, and I don't know. There's so many streams out there that I conflict with something on some day, so it's almost impossible to find a free day. And then we're going to have this show every Sunday at this time, where we get on and cover audiophile, hi-fi topics and other things every week.
For sure.
Gosh,
I have a solid steel rack that I got to do an unboxing, but I'm not going to do it live because I'm totally convinced I'm not going to be able to put it together without trying to read through the instructions or calling somebody to help or whatever. So that's not going to embarrass myself.
Wait, Giles, what's the difference between the new LT and the older version? Except
no idea.
$300 less. Because that's what I was looking for, and it seems the same product.
When I make the video, I'll be able to tell you. Right now, it's sitting in a box in the living room, so I haven't made it that far I don't even know what the specs on it are.
It's the same exact speaker, but the LT version, I believe the only difference is it doesn't do Rune, and there's a few other things that it doesn't do. I don't think it does Bluetooth either. Maybe it does do Bluetooth.
Bluetooth is no big loss, but Rune is kind of unfortunate. From an audiophile perspective, I love Rune. I've also got the KEF Cube that I'll be doing, their 15-inch sub, so I'm excited for that one, and a litany of other things. I'm even going to do a gaming chair to replace this busted old chair I'm sitting in right now from so I do all kinds of stuff.
We're going to have a listening chair contest in the Facebook group to actually select the chair we're going to use, but I feel really obligated to tell one quick, because you mentioned CES, and I was telling you guys some really off-color stories before we started the live stream today, but I got to tell you, I went to CES one year, and you're only going to get the end of the story if you go to my paid subscription. No, I don't have a paid subscription service, but I got a call. We're going to not OnlyFans. We're going to CES, and I got a call from someone, and he's saying, I got a friend. My friend has a friend in the porn business, because the porn convention is given at the same time that the audiophile areas. And he's like, the guy bought a table at the award ceremony, and it's the table costs $15,000, and he has 2 extra seats. And do you guys want to come? You can sit, get dressed up, put a tuxedo on, and you can come. So I'm like, sure, I'm going to be there anyway for CES, so I might as well. So, and I can't tell the whole story, but we get there, and, we get a limo pulls up, and a red carpet. So we're on the porn red carpet, and it was back in the day. I don't even know if it's digital photography. Can't remember, but they just take your picture, So everyone's taking our picture getting out of this limousine. And if you're nobody, they just throw it away, or whatever. But and then so we went into the award ceremony, and then I'll end the story right there. But it was a very, very interesting experience and tangent with my audio CES experiences.
Yeah, we have a question from the audio project, and I have no idea what the answer is, but maybe one of you guys does. Any brands coming with Purify drivers?
Only what is that brand? Bookart? Only Bookart has been adding Purify drivers. I haven't seen any other brand.
There's a few other brands that have them or have been adding them
really
now.
Small. They're nothing that special, because the Purify drivers are those drivers that look ugly. It looks like they've been burnt, but they sound amazing.
Sorry, Bookart.
No, Bookart is great, but the drivers are ugly because they look like they've been burnt, but they're supposed to be super good, no distortion and all that stuff.
I'll listen to a Purify speaker. I don't care. I'll listen to it.
I'll listen to it.
I'll listen to it as well. I listen to all kinds of ugly speakers. I think there's a lot of super high-end speakers that are just absolutely hideous, but they sound pretty darn good.
That's the point. I don't care if they're ugly. If they sound good, so that matters. He said Karma, Lingdorf hit me up for some reason. It might work something out. We'll see. They are the most linear of all drivers. Yep, there it goes. They're great drivers.
I got a AVR that I want to look at. Their video processor for TV and stuff. They have some cool stuff.
I'm looking at the drivers. I mean, they are a little bit ugly. I agree with you. Like the speaker, actually, the cabinet is gorgeous, beautiful woodwork.
For sure.
There's the drivers, they're but I don't know if they're covered or not. If they put a cover over them, but they are a little bit ugly. They're not terrible, but they're a little ugly. I'll give you that.
I'll give you.
All right, we are coming up on time here, so let's do a little round robin for any closing thoughts from everybody. We got another 5 minutes or so left to go before we all turn into pumpkins. Howard, you go first this time.
Yeah, I just think the new speaker, the Moya G1. When Vivid does something, people are always very interested, and there's a lot of fans. I think that these speakers have the promise of being something very special. Of course, they're very expensive. We'll see. I'm sorry if they're not an Exponent. That would be a big letdown for me, but I'm looking forward to hearing them at some point. Maybe they'll have them at GTT Audio in New Jersey, and they'll be able to check them out. It's one of their big dealers. We'll see you guys at the next show is at Expana, and keep an eye open for what the videos on the room, the building of the room from start to finish. It should be really, really interesting. And then also I want to just plug the Facebook group again, the Listening Chair with Howard Neller. It's a great group. Everybody's been posting photos of their systems from all over the world, including Daniel. I want to see some more stuff from Ray and from Giles in there, but all good. So yeah, thanks.
Oh, let me just read this comment real quick. I thought it was really funny. So Suburban Barbecue said they kind of look like they have been sitting in a Texas warehouse for a few hot summer. That's an amazing comment.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, Ray, since you're talking, what are your closing thoughts for us today?
Closing thoughts. Thank everyone for watching. I don't even know how to do this, but
well, let's just say the big announcement for Dan is Dan made his bed.
Yeah, I made my bed. Look, I never make my bed because I feel like if I make it, I'm gonna unmake it at night. That's
very profound, man. When you're like this, that really is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Wait, are we closing it off now?
Yeah, we're
at the hour.
Right.
We're doing final thoughts.
So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Ray, HiFi Turtle for watching for coming to the live. Thanks Howard with the listening chair. Thanks Giles. We had a ton of fun. We went over the new Vivid audio speakers. We went over Bitcoin for some reason, but we did. We went over what everybody's doing for this year, and you guys can watch this live later if you want. It's gonna be pretty fire. I love the boys. Can't wait to see them at Expona. And yeah, thanks everyone for being here. And until the next one. Right on. And then we'll do Ray next, but before Ray, we'll say hello to Chris and then goodbye. Oh no. You missed it by a bit. Oh, all right, Ray, what you got?
I'm really looking forward to Expona. It's the biggest North American show. I'm really looking forward to Costa Mesa with the show this year. It'll be my first non-Expona show ever, actually. So looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to this Thursday, March 21st, where the HiFi Mafia, the same faces you're seeing on this screen, will be live with Estelan, the Estonia speaker maker. Will be on with their CEO Alyssa and Chief Designer Alfred. So look forward to that. Make sure you subscribe to HiFi Mafia, subscribe to HiFi Turtle as well, so you can continue to see all that stuff. See what's coming up with my room, some of the secret projects I've been working on, and of course all the Expona and the show content that's going to come after that as well.
Awesome. And just apologies to everyone in my audience who I kind of cut off because I didn't get the live stream going until about halfway through. So we'll fix that next time. Right on. And then from me, thanks everybody for joining and watching today. Your time is precious, so I appreciate that you spend it with us. Make sure that you subscribe, and you can see on your screen here some of our @. So we've got the @Giles McCoy and @HiFi Turtle. So make sure you pop over to those real quick. And then,
I forgot the @ but
and Dan's @Base Therapy. And then Howard, what's your YouTube? Is it @The Listening Chair or? Well, it's kind of weird the way it's someone had that. So I mean, if you put in the Listening Chair with Howard Neller, it'll pop up, but it's really @The Listening Chair and then an underscore.
Okay, at the listening chair _. So make sure you subscribe to all of those. And then for any brands or distributors out there, we're always looking for sponsorship and opportunities to help carry messages across to everyone. So we're always happy to discuss any type of relationship you might be interested in. So let us know. As a group, the four of us cover a huge amount of territory every year, whether it's shows, live streams, YouTube video content, Instagram. We're all over the place. And, when you partner with us, you get access to all of those venues to put your message out to the larger world. So if anybody's out there and interested, let us know and we can figure out something to help get your message out to the world.
Well, that's the beauty about the HiFi Mafia, is that this streams over all of our channels simultaneously. So that is indeed huge.
Absolutely. All right, Howard, close us out.
So everybody really, I think the message really is what Giles said. It's like it's Sunday afternoon and everyone's got their own stuff and everyone's busy. So we really appreciate everybody joining us, man. And we're gonna do this every Sunday night and we're gonna update everybody. My goal is gonna be basically we're gonna say this is what happened in the week in audio. Okay, everything you're gonna need to know what happened. We're gonna go over it. So thank you all very much.
All right, take care, everybody. We'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya. Thanks, everyone.